some of these names, but I'm going to do my damnedest here today. Okay, here we go, guys. Launching into the first game. That was Link to the Past, Gene. That was Link to the Past. Love it. Love it. All right, guys, here we go. This is Killer B watching some warm-up games in the CZ Land Tournament on the X patch here today. Going to try to keep track of the Civ changes and try to enjoy some really cool games today. You can see game one here looks to be on Arabia. This is also live from Prague. This is Killer B coming at you live from Prague. That's right. No, that's not true. Okay, Mango here is going to be playing as Chinese. He's in teal. Daytal will be to his left. That is going to be his flank player on the left will be Japanese. Chinese pocket, and the other flank on the other side will be Mayans. These guys are playing non-mirror civs. I think that is going to be the setting for the tournament, and then they're going to be switching civs after the first game. Don't quote me on that just yet. But yeah, in this game, we're going to see non-mirrors. Certainly, Skull is going to be... Oh, Frank's player is going to be on the flank. I was hoping for Skull's sake that he might be in the pocket on that side. We will see a Frank's flank, an Aztec's flank, and a Turk's pocket. All in all, maybe that's a good thing. It would be a little bit unfair to have the Frank in the pocket in that particular situation. Okay, these guys are working their way around the map here early and getting things going. We'll just keep an eye on some of the Civ changes. Okay, so 6 different Civs in game number 1 feels like I'm being thrown into the blender right away. Major changes to, not major, some changes to Aztecs, some changes to Mayans, but we can just, can we quickly go through the tech tree? I don't think we're going to be able to highlight all of the changes, but basically the Mayan resources don't last quite as long as they used to, and the Eagle Elite upgrade takes a little bit longer. Those are useful things to remember. We're all learning this X patch as we go, and each game, hopefully, we can showcase some of the differences. Trying to get them all in one match is going to be really tricky. Red player Ovenka coming forward, maybe thinking about stealing a boar. Not going to be in the proximity, though, to find one. So for now, that Eagle is just going to be doing some scouting. Eagle from Harpner is going to be coming forward as well. Going to find the deer patch on the back. Where is the boar? Boar's on the other side, and one in the back. Plausible that the green player here will find that back boar. Got to be careful, though, running very, very close to the TC here. Yep, okay, 4 vills on wood early for the Mayans player. Potentially some early aggression. Obviously, the Aztecs player with 4 on wood, thinking probably about a 5 militia drush. Oh, do we have the exclamation point X patch? I don't think we have that as a command just yet, but AOC balance.com, if you scroll up in the chat, that has all of the details that you guys will need if you are interested in boning up on some X patch info. Okay, let's see. The green player is not going to find that boar. Looks like the red eagle is coming back, and for now we're just seeing players scouting around the map. Mango here is going to go pocket to pocket early and see what his opponent's up to. Skull on his side of the map is going to be a Frank's flank. That's going to be an interesting flank to watch. He's going to be standing toe-to-toe with the purple player who is Japanese. It's a little bit of a tricky situation. We'll keep an eye on what Skull is up to.
No.
Let's see. Yezris, X the scout. Okay, for now 3 on wood for the yellow player, just now starting to scout forward. Daytal's going to be scouting forward as well. I believe Daytal might be representing one of the old school players. We will see. You guys can find all the details on some of these players on the AOC Zone homepage. First major link on the top of that page. Coming forward to do a little scouting for the moment. Pocket-to-pocket action is going on. Everybody's getting an idea of what is going to go down on this map. Okay, for now we are going to see. We're gonna see this game work through. I'm gonna have trouble today not being able to read the chat, but it will still be pretty interesting, I hope. 4 vills on wood there for the purple player. So for now, we're just waiting for this one to get kicking. These guys are doing a little bit of a warm-up game. This tournament is going to be 2v2. I think it's going to be best of 3 for some stages. Might be a single elimination in the group stage, but I do believe it's going to be best of 3 in the semifinals, and finals will be best of 5, I do believe. Okay, we've got Militia coming out for the red player. We've got Militia coming out for green. Hapner here as Aztecs, thinking about that drush. And we shall... Oh, thank you very much. Gene dropping the link in the chat. Thanks. Yeah, so for the moment, we're waiting for the drush to come out from the green player. First thing in the morning over here for me. Hopefully you guys don't mind dealing with me being a little bit slow. Maybe, I mean, Skull could try to drush Fast Castle, but this is a really tricky map to defend if he's going to do so. Sending a couple vills over to gold as we speak. Maybe drush Man-at-Arms from the yellow player here. Out grabbing some deer as we speak. Excuse me, 2 vills, 3 vills going to gold for Daytel. So maybe that's going to become archers here in just a moment from the Japanese player. Barracks just coming up from that player, actually. So no drush from the Japanese player by the looks of it. On the other side, we see drush v drush, 5 militia coming out for the green player, 3 in defense from Ovenka. Ovenka's not going to have anybody on gold. Not thinking about man-at-arms, just trying to defend that 5 militia drush. Just throwing a couple militia out there in defense. They are going to get chewed up and spit out, though, if they stand toe-to-toe with this group right now. 5 militia and an eagle. The red eagle has come back, so it is a little bit more of a close fight. But yeah, just some quick walling here for the red player. Going to get himself safe. The only issue is, I think those militia can still get around. The other issue would be they could head toward Mango, which would be rather annoying for the teal player here in the pocket. Something to note about the Arabia, the pawns are much smaller and they don't eat up entire forests. Oh, that's a great thing to point out. I hope you guys are active in the chat and you help me out today. Oh boy, villager sniped here by the yellow man-at-arms from Skull while I was looking away. Yeah, smaller pawns here. Thank you, AOC Balance. Yeah, that's a great point. These pond woodlines always were just an absolute killer. Sometimes you get the worst woodlines on your side of the map. Hopefully with the new balance in the X patch, we will see a little bit less. Maybe some maps that are a little bit less terrible. It's good to have a bad map from time to time, but it's not good to have a terrible map. Nobody wants a terrible map. You want to have a bad map to try to overcome it, but not terrible. Okay, red player's done a really nice job to wall out Harpner. Harpner's still trying to be annoying on that side. Vill picked down. Oh boy. Mango's going to lose a Vill. So the man-at-arms here from the yellow player paying off very early, able to push one player off of gold and able to snipe a villager. That player is going to have his teammate scout nearby as well, so Yezris is going to be helping out Skull. Daytel here, though, could have tried to pick the lower HP man-at-arms. For now, though, he's got to be very careful with his scout. A little bit less terrible. Nice way to put it, says Gene. Yeah, well, I really do think it's good to have a terrible map from time to time. Some of everybody's favorite games will be ones that they win against terrible odds. You know, you overcome some really difficult map like Winchester did the other day versus Fire. Man, that was a good game. Game 3 of that set. Oh boy. Oh boy. That was a really good Arabia game. Anyway, 1 Vill dead on the gold, so we've seen the purple player drop a tower. Double ranges on that side. No big surprise at this point. Those archers are going to come forward. They're going to try to hit the yellow player here. Just 2 Vills on gold. They're walled in, but that's not going to help against archers at all. Purple player has not upgraded. Okay. We will not see the fletching coming in just yet. For now, those will be roaming forward, those archers, and they will be probably taking away Skull's gold. Skull's going to have a lot of trouble defending himself as Franks versus some early archers. His man-at-arms were incredibly successful, but now we're going to have to see him defend himself. Okay, man-at-arms coming in for Harpner. That player is still roaming around trying to find somebody to do damage to. I'd say for now it's been a fantastic drush defense from the red player. Okay, archers and skirms coming forward for purple, doing a little bit of damage. We're going to see stable blacksmith for Skull. Let's see what Skull's got in the bank. Yeah, he's actually getting relatively close. He's got the gold, just working his way up on food. Okay. Oh, right, you're coming back. All right, cool. The better half is awake, guys. For those of you guys who are keeping track of Lucy's sleep schedule, she's awake. Okay, that was weird. Promise not to bring that up again. I feel like a creeper. Anyway, we do see the Turks player coming forward with light cav. Yezris here going pocket to pocket. Not going to go with a straight up fast castle, at least not from what I can tell. Oh, he is. Oh man, my dashboard might not be working properly here. Okay, well, I didn't see that upgrade coming in. Usually it comes up here on the top right. Could have just missed it. But anyway, light cav roaming in. They're going to kill 3 Vills here. Looks like we're going to see 3 Vills down for Mango. So Mango losing a Vill very early to the man-at-arms. He will lose 3 more there, and it's going very nicely for Yezris In that pocket so far, Turk's player has one stable up, does not have a massive gold economy by any means, but is going to be in the castle age. Very interesting that the dashboard is not showing me the upgrades this morning. Weird. Weird. Okay, here we go. Daytel still working his way around. Japanese player is going to find a tower up on this wood line. You can actually see that Skull has moved over to stone to try to defend himself. He's actually built another tower on his gold pile as well. Decent locations, but these archers, of course, can camp under those towers, and that's really going to throw a fork in the gold economy here from Skull. We'll see how this goes, but for now, we are going to actually see the teammate of the yellow player here, Skull, coming back to help his bro out. He's going to have his light cav nearby and knights nearby. He's actually going to run around that area, but he didn't quite go to the right spot. Maybe not quite enough communication here this morning for these guys. Archers did camp out under the watchtower, but they decided to leave. Camped out under the tower, but they decided to leave, and they did so at precisely the wrong time. That whole army gets decimated. So at the moment, we see Yezris, Harpner, and Skull in the lead. That's a lead they should be able to maintain for some time. Knights and light cav out on the field for the blue player. Teal has been just hit so much so early here. Mango is just going to have one stable knights for the time being. Those knights are going to be not upgraded at all. It's early in the Castle Age for him. No upgrades either for the blue player, but blue happily finding a feudal army here from Daytel, and he's going to kill all of it. Lose a few units in the process, but absolutely a good fight there for blue, able to help his teammate and clean that side. Skull's on the way to castle. He's actually reached it since we've been looking away, and he's going to start adding in double stable knights as well. Looks like we are going to add in a couple of knights on Skull's side. Blue player trying to do some raiding. Maybe not that. Maybe a little bit of ill-advised raiding here. His units are not very arrow resistant at this point in the game. And for now, he's going to actually head to the back of this eco and do a lot more annoying damage. Okay, teal player Mango has come forward with a couple of knights, but, yeah, well, one camel out, more camels on the way here for blue. So Skull and Yezris and Harpner seem to be doing pretty well. On the side of Harpner, he's actually up against crossbows. That player in green is going to be where? Whereabouts are we? That guy is about 2/3, 3/4 of the way up to castle. Harpner, one of my absolute bros. Actually, we've never met, but I wish I had friends. He's going to be roaming around with a pretty good-sized mixed army, and he'll be able to go crossbow if he wants to very shortly. I would expect that out of him. Still building out those archers as we speak, trying to chase down the army now from red. This is a nice 2v1. There's not any units left from teal. Teal player was over here with some knights. They would be very bolstered by this group of crossbows. Camel's obviously not going to do so well against crossbows, so working together on that side would be great for that team. Forward, though, from Skull is coming in. First ram is out. Couple of knights alongside it. +1 defense on those for now. The extra 20 HP from being Franks, I suppose. It looks like the initial target might just be those military buildings. It's really going to slow Daytel down a lot in building out his what should eventually be some more crossbows. Okay, crossbows from the red player get kind of caught in between two TCs, in between two ferns. That's not good at all for them. They're going to get some vills and do some decent harassment here, actually turning into a really nice bit of raiding, but that double TC fire coming in on them was just not ideal at all. Red player is going to cling to this hill, but it's not going to last for long because that green army is on the way over. Harpner's going to clean this up pretty nicely. He's going to be fighting uphill, but with a massive numbers advantage. Okay, teal player sending over knights to bolster his teammate. Right now, the walls are about to come down on that side. We're going to see those cyan knights, I suppose you should call it, from Mango. Hopefully not running in just yet. I don't think they quite have the numbers. I think he's going to have to use a little bit of teamwork with his teammate or add in a few more knights here before he runs into this fight. But for now, that flank is being pushed pretty nicely. Blue player has been cleaned up by his teammate. Very nice teamwork on that side. 3 TCs cranking for Yezris, 56 vills. Mango, though, on 55. Mango certainly keeping pace after a little bit of early game harassment. He's certainly on the ball himself. 3 TCs cranking out for him. Mango will continue to build out his eco, adding in a monastery as well. Let's see. Hopefully we see some trade in this game. I'm very interested to see what the trade changes are going to look like. Yellow player Skull here doing a really nice job to use that mangonel and attack ground and kill a couple villagers on the farms here without actually risking any damage to his knights. Still running around and picking and poking with knights, but being very conservative with the HP on his knights. A player like me would run in right now and try to do raiding, but I think Skull here is making a fantastic decision. Okay, the red player Ovenka is back. He's back to do some more raiding. Another nice group of crossbows, maybe about 14 to 16 of those, roaming straight into that green eco. Right now, Harpner's on 50 vills, Ovenka's on 63, so the red player winning that side as far as villagers go. Needs to continue to do damage, though, because Ovenka's team here is a little bit behind. Definitely would be good for them to start winning one flank because they're kind of losing the other. Teal player having to try to prop up his teammate on this side is certainly going to take away from the red player's ability to push. He's going to actually be 1v1, maybe even 1v2 on this side at times. For now, though, we see Yezris not making a whole lot of military, just booming up that eco. Not sure, the blue player here isn't necessarily out-booming anybody, but not a whole lot of military for now. Taking his foot off the gas right now could actually be a little bit negative. Blue here does have an opportunity to influence the game, but we may see a rather quick imp time, question mark, maybe. Turk's player is still working his way up. Did get some really good harassment in there. Crosswomen get cleaned up in the back here by Harpner, doing a very nice job with that mixed army. Hasn't gone too deep down this route, has he? No, +2/+1. Yeah, he's gone pretty nicely down the crosswoman route. He's going to be cranking out vills on 3 TCs. Okay, let's see. Stone is getting close for the blue player. We might see a castle there relatively soon. Ovenka not thinking about it. Anybody else thinking about a castle? No, just the blue player here, Yezris. Okay, that castle is going to come relatively soon, one would think. Knights still roaming around on the front from Skull. Skull's doing a great job. Skull's a fantastic player and is doing a really nice job with the Frank's flank to keep himself in the game early with some great men-at-arms action. A couple of really intelligent and well-placed towers ended up getting the job done for him. Got him to the castle age, and now he is a bit of a dangerous player here. Okay, teal player and yellow player's knights are going to run right past each other. Chinese player with bloodlines and +1/+2. Those are some beefy knights. Headed forward, we'll see Skull drop a TC very forward on that wood line. Keep those villagers working. But for now, we are going to see Skull get raided. We're going to see him exchange some raiding with the Cyan player Mango. Mango here trying to drop a TC, but that is probably going to be denied. Couple of knights in here already. Villager's going to start going down pretty quickly. Teal raiding is in on the wood line. This is a really nice location. Skull's TC, though, and this tower together will probably help keep some of his villagers alive. Great raiding, though, right now. +2 knights. Awfully tanky. They are going to run in and kill several villagers there. Skull's going to drop down to 63. Mango's still on 79. Denying this TC, though, is rather nice from the flank player. Now we are finally seeing that pocket player's boom kick in. I shouldn't say finally. It's not like he took that long, but the blue player now is really cranking out knights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stables. Just absolutely going ham on some knights. Going ham, baby. He's going to have bloodlines with +1/+2 as well. And he's going to try to raid anybody and everybody. Anybody who's got villagers is going to be raided at this point in the game. Well, no, that's not true. He's not going to raid his teammates. That would be weird. But yeah, knights running through the eco here of Ovenka. Just a couple of them. Maybe just keeping the red player honest here. And maybe helping the green player out a little. Those knights might have done a little bit better if they were hanging out with all of those crossbowmen, though, coming forward. Looks like Mango will respond with some knights and defend himself probably pretty nicely. And we will see Mango continue to roam forward. He's actually going to head toward the blue eco. Castle coming up on the hill. Mango is going to be there in time to deny it by the looks of it. That is a really nice castle location on that hill. Yeah, it's a very good hill, I should say. And for now, it's not going to go up. Or is it? Teal player Mango at the moment not focusing on those vills. Oh man, we're going to see Yezris go all in to finish this castle. He made the decision and it's going to probably work. He's losing some vills, but that castle is up and he can garrison it, and his eco should be relatively safe on that side. Teal player should probably retreat. Okay, Blue Knight's still roaming through the back of Mango's eco, grabbing down vills here from time to time. 88 villagers for the teal player. got to try to hold that particular player down, getting a little bit out ahead of everybody villager-wise. AOC Balance and Gene, thanks guys for all the info on X-Patch. Yep, we're going to be watching some X-Patch trade cards coming out hopefully a little bit later on in this game. And we will try to continue to roll in some of that X-Patch stuff into the commentary. Still learning myself, going to do the best that I can, but I'm excited about the concept of trying to make certain civs more viable. That would be great. Would it be great to be able to just play a 1v1 random civs and not feel like you got cheated? Certain rolls of the dice, you can be like, oh man, this is terrible. Anyway, red player trying to do more raiding. He is up to Imp, and Arb is in. He will be roaming around for now and looking to do some damage. Going to cling to the top of that hill. It's actually a really good location for him. There is an army waiting below. Camel's not going to stand up very nicely here. And Yezris, oh no. Ovenka kind of running a little close to Yezris, but still going to clean this army for basically for free. Arbs are just so beefy against knights, well, knights and camels at this point in the game. Really nice group, really nice work there. That group of Arbs is going to come forward. Doesn't look like they have ballistics just yet. Is that right? Yeah, it looks like they're missing a lot of shots, but nonetheless, red player will be able to do some serious damage. Okay, see you later. Chow Lucy is out, guys. Chow Lucy is taken off. That means we can get into the real cast. We don't have to pull any punches anymore. Okay, let's see. Imperial in for the red player. That looks like it's going to be Arbs for now, but no, just one barracks added in for the time being. So we're not going to see this particular Mayans player go deep into Eagles yet. Doesn't have the eco for it, I suppose. Heavily on stone. Thinking about some defensive castles. Doing some arb raiding while he can. Right now, first player to Imp is going to have his druthers as to what to do. Skull, though, has recently just gotten up to the Imperial Age. Skull's going to be probably upgrading those knights. Sorry, the dashboard's not quite working here today, but I do expect Cavalier to come in here in just a moment for Skull. Frank's player booming up on 90 vills, continuing to increase that number. Going to soon be raiding with some rather arrow-resistant Cavalier. Look at this. Blue player Yezris is going to come forward with 6 vills, and they're going to be hidden in the fog of war here. Mango is going to run right past them. Mango not seeing those vills. Oh, he can see him. He can see him. He's got a monk over there. Yeah, he's going to turn his army around, and these vills are toast. These vills are toast. Maybe a little bit of shenanigans was the plan for Yezris on his way up to Imp, I would imagine, at this point in the game. Yes, getting very close. Maybe, just maybe, he was thinking about doing a little bit of forward aggression, but it's not going to happen. Arb's getting pretty much shoved into the corner at this point. Yezris is going to be +2/+2 knights. He's going to lose a lot of units here killing this off, but eventually he will clean up the Arbs from the red player. Ovenka has been the brightest spot on that Ovenka, Mango, and Daytel team. Seems to be winning that flank somewhat nicely, doing a really good job to be able to raid the pocket here. Did kill some vills. At the end, you see that army dying, but I think they got their job done. Okay, let's see. We are still seeing Arbs rolling out from looks like 3 ranges from the red player Ovenka. Double siege workshops on the front. Villagers happily grabbing that front gold for now. I don't think that's going to last forever, but at least for now they are happily grabbing gold. Cavalier in for the Franks player here. Skull's going to be able to grab more resources on the front. Great map control on that side. Daytel, though, is by no means dead. Several monks out here early can defend very nicely against Cavalier. Should be able to hold that side for now, but market's coming up for Skull as we speak. Cavalier raiding coming in from Mango for now. He's going to do some good damage to Skull. Skull is going to be able to garrison quite a few vills, but obviously very tanky units here. Oh, one knight in there. Okay, one knight maybe converted. That was weird. I clicked. There's one knight amongst that group of Cavalier. Must be a convert, but at the moment, 140 HP and 4 arrow resistance there running through the eco of the yellow player. Jeanette. Sorry. Everybody knows that Killer Bee can't pronounce anything properly. Janet. Let's see. Heavy Camels are in from Mango. Mango's going to be pushing back Skull for now. A little bit of raiding in on Ovenka. Ovenka's going to get a castle up in defense and try to hold the line here with Arb. Should be able to do some damage, but look at this. Green Eagle starting to come out. Aztecs player has gotten to the Imperial Age, is going to start adding in 6 different barracks, adding in Eagles, and the spam begins. If you guys were here, if we had the dashboard going, I could have pointed it out. The Elite Eagle upgrade takes an extra 20 seconds now. I believe it used to be 40, and I think now it's 60 seconds. That's sort of trying to make these Elite Eagles a little bit less OP, making the player wait just a little bit longer for that upgrade. There are several other changes to Aztecs and Mayans that we can highlight after this game, but for now, we will continue to roll through this particular one. Okay, so it looks like the red player here is starting to add in some plumes. Nope, just garrison the castle for the moment to protect the villagers on that side. Very, very close game here. You can see the Eagles, though, about to maybe start to change the game. The scores are really, really close, but I think some Eagle raiding could really, really decimate Ovenka at this point. This back wood line, there's no defense for Eagles coming in here. Just a couple of mangonels in defense for red. Chuko Nu coming forward from Mango. He's going to try to clean this up with a little bit of arrow fire. You can see those Elite Eagles relatively resistant to it, but Chuko Nu, not a bad unit at the moment to try to help bolster that castle. Eagles running every which way. I like this. You got to spread them out. You got to make your opponent really idle their entire eco. Killing villagers on all parts of the map. It looks like for now we'll see raiding from several different locations. That Mangonel is getting in some good damage, but the green player here is going to be able to take it down. Thanks to Idai for helping me out with the pronunciation of Janet. At the moment, we are seeing a rather chaotic game. Score is starting to really go in Yezris' team's favor, especially since Ovenka's score is going to go down very quickly. That being said, this is a very good defense so far. A lot of Eagles, unfortunately, from the green player did focus on the front area. Not so many ran into the back of this eco. Skull coming in with Paladin, though, to add insult to injury. And it looks like it's actually 3v1 right now on this side. I mean, it's 3v2 because Mango's trying to help his teammate out, but, you know, all three armies from Yezris' team all in one area, trying to put down some damage. Trebs in, Siege Rams coming in from the green player, Eagles roaming around. We've got Hussar raiding going on, Cavalier in from blue, and Paladin in the back of that economy. Mayans player is going to be on 33 villagers. The only problem is Mango's on 150 and has not really been bothered since the feudal age. So maybe these guys need to roll up the aggression here in the raiding and head toward the teal player. Guess it's not going to matter because Ovenka is GG. We are not going to see Daytel be able to push out, and it looks like we are going to see this game go... Oh, that's why. Hussar coming in. I was going to say, these monks look pretty safe, but Hussar coming in already from Yezris. Pretty good game there in game number 1. Just a little bit of a warm-up here. Just trying to get out some info on the X patch. Did we see any trade cards? Yeah, we saw some trade cards coming in at the end. Those are now going to count as 2 population in this particular patch. That will give less bumping and less lag, particularly in big team games like this one that you saw today. So this game was played live in Prague. This is a CZ LAN party. This is Killer B. I'm unfortunately not in Prague. Wasn't quite in the budget for me to be flown out there. That would have been so phenomenal. Is there a document somewhere? Yes, indeed. This is the I think the briefest summary that I've been able to see. You can find all of this info on AOC Zone, but AOC Balance is specifically catered for people who want to learn about the X patch. It's actually a really great site. I'll show you here with the overlay off. You can actually, like, it's interactive, which is really cool. There's a lot of stats and figures about what civs players were choosing in 1v1s and trying to get an idea of how to make the game a little bit more balanced so that, you know, so that maybe we see players choosing some of these civs that are chosen very, very few times. But you can click on things like Aztecs or just hover over it and get information. Huns reduced Cav Archer cost discount is going to really make the game more interesting, I think. It's going to make it a little bit less Huns meta where you know, go Scouts, Crossbowmen, Cav Archer. now you might actually change your mind a little bit with a little bit less of a discount. You can see Mayans have a reduced longer lasting resource bonus from 20 to 10, reduced archer discount bonus. Mongols, the elite Mangudai changes here are actually rather interesting. It doesn't seem like that much. Decrease fire rate by 10%, but they fixed the frame delay for elite Mangudai. That is probably something that you should read a little bit more about. Pretty interesting. Very nice changes here. Nothing drastic, I wouldn't say, but definitely changes that will make things maybe a little more balanced. Vikings reduced warship discount bonus by 5%. I think that's pretty nice. So far, these changes are relatively small. They're not meant to like absolutely upset the apple cart completely. Just trying to make, it seems like these guys are just trying to make some changes to make different civs a little bit more viable. Different map distributions. You guys can all hover over those maps and see what each one of these examples is showing. But yeah, AOCbalance.com is where you can learn about the X patch. People are playing this now, guys. I don't know if you've played it yourself. It would be hard to say since there's probably a couple of people watching who have and a couple of people who haven't. But definitely worth experimenting with and seeing maybe seeing if you enjoy it a little bit more. Maybe a little bit less lag in team games with the trade cards counting as 2 population now. AOCbalance.com. Okay, so game number 1, there was a warm-up. Right now we are waiting on these guys to get some things together. Very fun times over there. Let's see. Just getting some more info.